Japan. Are you guys ready? Ready to rock and roll? Do you wanna dance? Alright. Gimme, gimme! Yeah! Gimme, gimme, gimme! Gimme, gimme, gimme! Every day, every night, baby, yes, I'm fine. Push you right now, I'm gonna make you mine. Oh, the town, ready to shout, oh, yeah, oh, my mind. Wanna show you how, baby, you're my shining light. Oh, I wanna be your boyfriend. I wanna be your boyfriend. I wanna be your boyfriend. So do you love me, baby? Wanna be your boyfriend. Yeah, choose me, baby, make your day. Yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So give me your love, I need it. Every day, every night, baby, you're so fine. Thinking about you now, how I'm gonna make it mine. Little town, little shine, while you're on my mind. Wanna show you how badly every shining light. Wanna be a boyfriend. Wanna be a boyfriend. So do you love me, baby? Wanna be a boyfriend. Choose me, baby, make your day. I'm gonna take her, that's my baby. Show me what you got, oh, she's gonna choose me. I gotta take her, no, that's my baby. Show me what you got, oh, she's gonna choose me. So do you love me, baby? Wanna be your boyfriend. Choose me, baby, make your day. Choose me, baby, make your day. Yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So give me your love and need it. Hey, gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So give me your love and need it. Hey. Thank you.
Performing live for World Cafe Sense of Place Japan series. You just heard the Bawdies playing Gimme Gimme from their latest album called Popcorn. I'm Raina Douris. The Bawdies are here with me. Welcome to the World Cafe. Could you first each introduce yourselves for us and say what you do in the band?
ボーカルベースのロイです。
I'm the vocalist and bassist, Roy.
ドラムのマーシーです。
I'm the drummer, Mashi.
ギターとボーカルのタックスマンです。
Guitarist and vocalist, Taxman. He's the Taxman.
ギターのジムです。
And guitarist, Jim.
Okay, Roy, could you tell us when you realized you all wanted to be in a band together?
僕らはもう小学校だから
So when we
もう7
were
歳
actually
だから
friends from elementary school. We grew up together. And before we started doing music, we played basketball together. We were great friends. We still love to play basketball and watch basketball. As we were growing up together, we got into music. We went to a record store. And when we got into the store, they were playing some garage rock, some really 1960s garage rock and roll. And it blew us away. So we looked into it, and it was the Sonics. And we were like, oh, we got to get this band huge in Japan. They need to get big. Nobody knows the Sonics. They're a new band. We got to make them big. And that's how we started.
Why did you love the Sonics so much?
僕らの、世代は
So when it came to the Sonics, back then, when we were younger, everyone was into club music. rock and roll wasn't a big thing when we were growing up. So when we found something as raw and just rockin' as the Sonics, it really blew us away. For us, it didn't feel like something old from the 1960s. It felt brand new. And so we had this feeling, we gotta share this with the Japanese people. They need to learn this music. It's not just club music, it's rock and roll. And it was just that rawness of the rock that the Sonics played that kind of blew us away.
I'd love to play a clip. Could you tell us one of your favorite Sonic songs, and we'll put it into the show?
一番最初にもう影響を受けた楽曲がシンデレラっていう彼らの2枚目のアルバムのブームっていうアルバムの1曲目だったシンデレラ。
The song Cinderella is the first track from their second album, and that was the first track that we fell in love with from the Sonics.
Here's the Sonics, Cinderella on World Cafe.
I'm looking for a girl. She's the sharpest one in the whole wide world. I want to be her man. Gonna catch her if I can.
You just heard a clip of Cinderella from the Sonics on World Cafe. I'm talking to the Bawdies today in front of a live World Cafe audience for our Sense of Place Japan series. I'm Raina Douris. So if you're a young person in Japan, where do you go to find a Sonics record? Was that something that was easy to get your hands on?
まず普通に、日本で過ごしてて、ロックンロールとか、ガレージパンクに出会うことはまずないです。
First off, living in Japan, it's almost impossible to discover garage punk on your own.
でもこういう本当にロックンロールだけを鳴らす
So
ような
even though it's really
ライ
hard
ブ
to discover it on your own in Japan, there are many venues like this across Japan, small local clubs that play really, hardcore rock and roll, punk, hip hop all over the place. So it's the best way is to go and find these places, to search out local venues playing local bands, because there's a lot of good stuff out there. So our job is to spread the rock and roll. So that's why we are here today, here in Japan, playing at these little small venues, because we want to introduce these audiences to this rock and roll that they don't have a chance to discover otherwise. That's our job. So.
You're going to play some more music for us in a minute, but before we get into another song, people listening might notice you sing in English, you don't sing in Japanese. What was behind that decision?
まず、日本のオーディエンスに
So the first thing is, to us, rock and roll is inherently American. It came from America, it traveled to Japan through that way. So it is our duty to sing in English, to be respectful to the original art form. So for us, another thing is, Japanese people love lyrics. When they get a new song, they read the lyrics, they try and understand what the artist is trying to say. And that's great in itself, but rock and roll is much more about feeling as much as it is understanding, right? You don't read the lyrics, dive deep into what they're trying to say. It's more about just what the sound gives you. That's rock and roll. So in Japan, in English, that kind of throws away the lyrics because a lot of Japanese people don't understand English. So it lets them just go straight to the feel part.
That makes sense. The next song you're going to play live for us is called I'm in Love with You from your album Awakening of Rhythm and Blues. Why did you want to play I'm in Love with You for us today?
僕が歌いたかったからです。
Because I wanted to sing it.
All right, sing it. Here's the Bawdies live for the World Cafe. I'm in Love with You.
love with you.
Everybody say, ooh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah. Baby, I will love with you. Never, ever let you go. Let me be the one you love. Be right here at your side. Let me stand by your side. Let me all the time go. Give me all the love you got, go. You know I need you by my side. Now I need your love, baby. Yes, you know it's true. Help you need my love, baby. Just like I need it. Give me all the love you got, go. You know I need you by my side. I need your love, baby. Yes, you know it's true. Help you need my love, baby. Just like I need it, yes. Everybody say, ooh, hey. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, hey, oh, I will love me, baby. I will kiss me, baby. I will love me, baby. Oh, help me, baby. Da da, da da, da da, da da. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Performed live for the World Cafe Sense of Place Japan series at the Top Beat Club in Tokyo. You just heard the Bawdies. I'm Raina Douris. Speaking with the Bawdies today, you've been a band for 20 years, 15 years since your first album. Could you talk about how your style has fluctuated over time?
何も変わってないです。もうロック
So
ンロ
what
ー
has
ルに
changed?
魅了され
Nothing.
たロックンロール出会い
Our love for rock and roll and our passion for what we do has remained the same over all these years and probably for the next 20 years as well. So get used to it.
Your latest album, along with your EP, Freaks in the Garage, in 2022, you did not play with a click track. And you'd been playing with a click track for pretty much everything else before that. How did that change things for you?
まあやっぱり自分たちの原点のまあガレージパン
Yeah, it just didn't seem
まあ
like
ロックン
for
ロール
us, the click track wasn't very rock and roll. You know, garage rock, it wasn't about being on time and hitting the right rhythm, it's about the feel. So we decided to just get rid of it all for these last two, these albums. And we'll probably keep doing it for the rest. No more click tracks for the future, probably.
You're embracing imperfections. Is that part of it? Yeah. I do want to say, I hadn't seen you perform live in person before. Your voice is amazing. Do you do any vocal warm-ups? How do you make sure you're ready to go on stage and do what you do?
何もしてないです
I do nothing.
本当に憧れたまあウィルソン・ピケットとかオーティス・レディング
So it really, when I first discovered music by like Otis Redding, Wilson Pickett, those voices sang to me, and I just wanted to sing like that, and that has remained the same from the very beginning, and it hasn't changed.
I have one more songwriting question for you before we get into another live song. And you've talked about how writing lyrically is different for rock music if you sing in English or you sing in Japanese. But when it comes to actual song structure and writing a song, what's the biggest difference between writing Western-style rock or pop music and Japanese-style rock or pop music?
まず日本人の感覚としては、まあ洋楽と言われる。
So in general, for a lot of
まあ特に
American rock and roll, the chorus isn't that important as much as the riff is, something, a hook. Whereas in Japanese pop, the chorus is everything. It needs to be catchy. It needs to be catchier than catchy. And that mentality is very different. So for us as the Bawdies, our goal is blending those together, taking the best of both worlds, taking the guitar riffs, the catchy hooks, and mixing that with the catchy choruses of Japanese pop and kind of creating this fusion of rock and roll.
All right, let's do some more rock and roll. You're going to perform one more song for us. What can you tell us about Let's Go Back?
いい質問ですね。
That's a good question.
これは今さっきの質問と同じで、まさに、本当にアメリカの伝統的なロックンロールのサウンドにしっかり途中からみんなで歌えるような、日本人が一緒に歌えるようなサビがついてくるっていう、まさにその質問通りの、曲を最後に持ってきました。
The reason why I said a good question is because that's exactly what we just talked about is exactly this next song. It's the mix of that American rock and roll riff with that catchy Japanese pop sing-along style. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it and sing along too. It's pretty easy.
Live from the Top Beat Club in Tokyo, this is The Bawdies. Let's Go Back on World Cafe.
Having a good time? Can you feel the rock and roll tonight? And tonight, I want you to don't fight it. We're gonna feel it. Don't fight it. We're gonna feel it tonight, because that's rock and roll. You got it? Yeah. Let me hear say yeah. 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 All right. Let's sing together. Let's go back.
If you won't go back, give me some more time. I'll show you what you need to see. I'm gonna make you right. Oh, don't say no. Oh, please don't go. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Let's have another drink. I'll just take some time with me. I know you're around for me. I just need you to see. Oh, don't say no. Oh, please don't go. Do it for you, I do it for you. Close your eyes and think about what yourself and you may be. Everything you see. 1, 2, 3, go. Ba 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 ba. If you won't go, baby, give me some more time. I'll tell you what you need to see. I'm gonna make you right. Oh, don't say no. Oh, please don't go. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. You know why I can live without you. Close your eyes and think about what yourself and you may be. Everything you see. 1, 2, 3, go. Ba 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 Tell me why, what you really want from me. I want to try, so tell me what you want from me. I'll be fine, just don't lie to me. Yeah. But we don't forget that song. We go just never wrong. So come and sing along. Hey, but let's sing it together. Wow! 1, 2, 3, go! Ba, 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 da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Let's go back again.
We had a great time. Thank you. Thank you, World Cafe. NPR, thank you. Thank you for inviting us. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you. I have one more favor to ask. When I say 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna put my hands up and say "What's short." I want everyone to do the same. You got it? When I say 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna put my hands up and say "What's short." I want everyone to do the same. What's short means cry of the Japanese soul. You got it? Like a kawabanga. Kawabanga. Ready to washui? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, washui! Thank you so much.
That was awesome. All right, I'll do the quick radio outro here. Let's go back. The Bawdies performing a song in front of a live audience in Tokyo at the Top Beat Club for our Sense of Place Japan series here on World Cafe. I've been talking to the Bawdies today. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. I'm Raina Douris, back in a moment with more World Cafe.
1, 2, 3, go! Ba, 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 ba,